Today we're doing one MLB and one WNBA player prop here on PrizePicks for Monday, June 26th. Before we get started, link is in the description below. You can sign up for PrizePicks there, or you can use promo code TUFF, 100% deposit match. Discord link is in the description. The main server is completely free. We also have the Patreon link in there as well, where I do post all the plays that I'm making on PrizePicks for each given sport that I do play. Again, not a gambling expert, not financial advice. Simply just plays I'm personally looking at, hopefully give you guys some insight and analysis to then make your own player prop decisions here. But let's get right into it, you guys. We have a super small MLB slate and a super small WNBA slate. I think MLB only 6 games here on the slate, and then WNBA we only have 1 game. So I got 1 play from each sport. Super small slate overall, so not a ton of value on the board. But let's get right into it. The first play that I'm targeting is going to be a hitter fantasy score. It's going to be Luis Robert, over 7 hitter fantasy score here. He's gone over this in 2 of his last 2 games and has really been hitting the ball pretty well. I mean, making contact with the ball, not really striking out a ton. But taking a look at Luis Robert, specifically, he's facing Reed Detmers today, a left-handed pitcher on the road here. But Luis Robert, if we take a quick look at his splits, he's hitting .368 versus lefties this season with a 1.183 OPS. So he's absolutely raking left-handers. Just as far as players that have had 35-plus at-bats, plate appearances, versus lefties, he's batting the 6th highest batting average in baseball at 3.89, and we just take a kind of look at some other things here. OPS versus lefties, we can see Luis Robert 7th highest OPS versus lefties, the 12th highest slugging percentage, and then like I said, versus lefties, the 6th highest batting average versus lefties. And then his WRC plus, he's sitting here at the 4th highest versus left-handers. Now we take a look specifically, he hasn't faced Reed Detmers before, but if we take a look at his on Outlier again, link at the top of the description below, you get a 7-day free trial with Outlier. He's over minus 120 to go over, or actually minus 145 over on DraftKings here. Again, 7-day free trial, top of the link at the top of the description, best research tool in my opinion. But head-to-head against the Angels, this has a 71% hit rate to go over 1.5 hits, runs, plus RBIs. Over his last 10 games, this is hitting 60%, and over his last 20, a pretty decent amount of green here for Luis Robert. This matchup here, it has a 8.5 over-under here, so not the highest on the slate, but not a horrible over-under as far as Luis Robert's potential goes to get at-bats. But just versus left-handers, he absolutely rakes you guys this season. So I like Luis Robert to go over 7 hitter fantasy score. I think this line's just a little bit too low for him. Again, Ozzy Albies is like at 8, Corey Seager's at 8. So I think 7 for him, we get strong push potential for Luis Robert, who should get 4 to 5 at-bats in this game. So that's the first play. Second play is going to be a WNBA prop. It's going to be a PRA, and we're going to be going under on Erica Wheeler here at 15.5. So Erica Wheeler, they just played Las Vegas and Indiana, and Erica Wheeler just faced the Aces, and she finished with 11 PRA in that matchup. And the minutes for Erica Wheeler have just been kind of all over the place. We take a look at this matchup. Las Vegas is going to be 15-point favorites in this game. 15-point favorites with a 171.5 over-under, but 15-point favorites, pretty crazy. We take a look at Erica Wheeler here, and just in her last couple of games, right, Erica Wheeler in the most recent game versus Las Vegas, she only played 17 minutes. And she saw Victoria Vivians, Christy Wallace, and Monique Caldwell all get minutes in the backcourt for Indiana, and Vivians and Wallace both got more minutes than her there. And then in her game before this one, she only had 18 minutes, with Wallace and Caldwell both getting the majority of the minutes, and Victoria Vivians didn't even play in that game. So we kind of take a look at Erica Wheeler. We take a look at kind of how these minutes are getting broken down in this Indiana Fever backcourt. We know Kelsey Mitchell's going to play a ton, and then Christy Wallace, Lexi Hull, and Erica Wheeler are the next 3 guards. Erica Wheeler, over her last 3, only averaging 19.7 minutes per game. But then Victoria Vivians hasn't played a ton, but she's coming back from an injury, right? She missed like 3 or 4 straight games with a neck injury, right? Some DMPs here. But when she does play, she's getting like 18-plus minutes. I think the Indiana Fever coach is favoring Victoria Vivians over Erica Wheeler. I mean, Erica Wheeler is starting, but 15.5 just seems a little too high for her. Obviously, she's not going to be able to score a ton. With, the Las Vegas Aces, they allow the fewest points to guards in the WNBA. They also allow the fewest assists and the second fewest rebounds. So it's an extremely tough matchup for Erica Wheeler already, with the paint presence that Las Vegas has with Candace Parker and Asia Wilson. Tough for her to get in the paint and get her shots off. And then the perimeter defenses of Gray, Plum, and Jackie Young. It's a super tough matchup for Erica Wheeler already. And if she's only played 17 to 18 minutes over her last 2 games with a fully healthy Indiana Fever rotation, I think it's a little bit too high for her. So So the two plays here: Woolies Robert over 7 hitter fantasy, and Eric Wheeler over 15.5 under 15.5 PRA. Drop a like on this video, hit that subscribe button, and as always, let's cash.